A recent bestseller has taken up the cudgels of long-standing political and religious controversy. Were our founding fathers really religious, and more specifically, Christian? Oh, this drives me nuts. On the one side, humanists point out remarkably little specific mention of Christ in the fathers, including Lincoln's public utterances. Absolutely false.
Correct.
You can go through and read, and it is all about the Almighty and the Lord Jesus Christ.
Correct.
And
which we're about to look at here. We're about to see some of that.
It's crazy. But advocates for Christianity maintain this should not be taken to dispute our founders' deep underlying faith in God and belief in the divinity of Jesus Christ. Advocates for Christianity, that shows the advocates of Christianity, he's either lying or the advocates of Christianity have no idea themselves what the founder said.
That's his idea.
Yeah, and I think that is probably true. Advocates of Christianity will just say, well, no, but they were, and you shouldn't look at it that way. I mean, when they said God, what they really meant is Christian because we're a Christian nation. That's probably how they defend themselves, which is not an effective defense.
No.
Leaving the contentious debate aside, I want to talk about how much the founding fathers drank. The answer is quite a bit. There was a New York Times on Sunday published an account on how Jefferson spent a lot of his time in France while representing the United States inspecting the vineyards of Burgundy. True, he loved wine.
Sure.
Yeah. Was Jefferson a closet drinker? He had no reason to hide his love of wine. No founding father thought it unusual in this pre-temperance era to love the fruit of the vine, or for that matter, hard cider, beer, or even whiskey and rum. I can tell you now just what little I know about George Washington. Whiskey and rum and hard cider would not be part of his day. Beer maybe, and wine maybe, but not whiskey.
No.
Not rum. Again, because of the alcohol content.
Correct.
Take Jefferson's primary rival, John Adams. According to a descendant of his, to the end of John Adams' life, a large tankard of hard cider was at his morning draught before breakfast. Get that man to the Betty Ford Center. How do we know the Founding Fathers as a group drank a lot? Well, for one thing, we have records of their imbibing. In 1787, 2 days before they signed off on the Constitution, the 55 delegates to the Constitutional Convention partied at a tavern. According to the bill preserved from the evening, they drank 54 bottles of Madeira, 60 bottles of claret, 8 bottles of whiskey, 22 of port, 8 of hard cider, 12 of beer, and 7 bowls of alcoholic punch. That is more than 2 bottles of fruit of the vine, plus a few shots and a lot of punch and beer for every delegate.